Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Shadowbringers. In the last episode, we came over to Eorzea and had a chat with Dulia Chai, and she was quite concerned that her husband had disappeared on her without a trace or without any word, and so she wanted us to help her find him, which we were able to do. Eventually, track him down. He was elected as the new mayor of Eorzea, but he wasn't quite sure he was up to the job, and so was out looking into what the potential problems were and trying to determine what was needed to be done in the whole area, the whole Eorzea region, and decided that what he needed was some help. And so he sought out a former advisor to Valthri's father, who kind of left the city after Valthri took over. And, this guy, I actually forget his name, I'll have to look that back up, wasn't impressed with Chinese and wasn't quite convinced he was up to the task, so posed a problem, one of, how to solve the food issue, now that Eorzea is no longer relying on meal to supply its foodstuffs. Agriculture now needs to be built back up. Unfortunately, Eorzea literally consumed most of the manpower in the area. So, China's has the plan to employ Talos to kind of jumpstart the agriculture and industry in the region. So, that is now the current plan. To basically find a lot of the abandoned and malfunctioning Talos that used to be used in this area, and get them back operational and back working for more productive purposes. So, that is kind of where we are at the moment. So, we're going to go ahead and get to work on that. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to Chinese and see what his plan is. Aha! The old memory hasn't let me down. This chest contains canisters filled with a dashedly potent insulating powder, capable of halting the flow of ether in a Talos. We need only get within throwing distance of one and let fly, thus disabling them without damaging them. Ingenious. An old trick of the trade, nothing more. Once disabled, it should be a simple enough matter to get them to march to Eorzea. More extensive repairs can wait. Ordinarily, this is where I would ask you to run along and do the deed. But as I have said before, it's high time we learn to stand on our own 2 feet. Thankfully, throwing canisters is something even I should be able to manage. Come off it, Master Chai. Even if the Talos ain't a threat, there's 101 other things out there waiting to make a meal of you. That's as may be, Kaishir, but Rendon tasked me with solving this problem, and I will not sit idly by while others risk everything to see my harebrained schemes realized. Not this time. Which isn't to say the mere thought of it doesn't fill me with dread. Truth be told, I can't feel my legs. But if I'm to prove I am a man worth following, I must lead by example. Well said, Master Chai. Here. Indeed. Yes, well, it should go without saying that I have no intention of dying for this. I've always preferred living to see the fruits of my labors. And to make sure I do, I'll require your help. It is as Kaishir says, these lands are dangerous if one is not careful. I would ask you to use my spyglass to look out for any beasts that could get in the way of my work. I will also need you to alert me when it is safe to subdue the Talos. Understood? Good. Then let's be off to the quick way through the north gate and see if we can't find a suitable vantage point for you. And it looks like it put me right here at the destination. Keep a lookout for danger and alert Chai Nuz when it is safe to incapacitate the Talos. You may move the spyglass. Yeah, okay. You know the mechanics of this function. Give Master Chai the signal to approach. Now. Okay, I thought I gave the signal. Or am I clicking on him? Okay, I'm clicking on him, not the Talos. I did it? I did it! Let's move on to another Talos, shall we? Alright, just how many of them... Okay, so the bombs are off. Now, go! I do believe I'm getting the hang of this. Alright, you may leave the next one to me, Ayami. Alright, there's a third one. Haha, that should do it. Now all we have... Now we have all we need to proceed. Okay. I have a feeling things aren't going to go quite that smoothly. Or maybe they shall. All right, there we go. I can scarcely believe it. It was a reckless, foolish plan, but somehow it worked. I did it. Master Chai, I believe I owe you an apology. Your plan to replenish Yulmore's food storage showed forethought and sound judgment. What's more, it's plain your time at Daedalus Stoneworks has equipped you to lead, as evidenced by the extraordinary company you keep. You, sir, are more than qualified to be the next mayor of Yulmore. I thank you for your vote of confidence, but the fact remains I am wholly ignorant of the world of politics. Which is why I would ask you to join me, and grant Yulmore the benefit of your counsel. I would be honored. When the people behold these Talos, I have no doubt they will lend you their support. It would seem Yulmore's leadership is at last in capable hands. Would you not agree? Better than Valthry's. Alright, we should probably be getting back soon, Master Chai. After you've tinkered with the Talos and all that, Lady Chai's worried sick.
Right then. Form a line and make for Yulmore.
What's that noise? Wicked White! Runaway Talos! Call the guard! Stay back! All of you!
Is that... Darling, you're back.
But of course I'm back. You didn't see...
Dearest, I can't... Oh! Oh dear.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry, my darling. It's just the sight of you filled me with such joy, I couldn't help myself.
Oh, no, it's all right, dear. I should have just come out and said what it was I was intending, instead of entrusting the task to a hastily scribbled letter.
Does that mean you'll do it?
Well, I'm here, aren't I? I mean, not that my absence signified any unwillingness, you understand? Oh, no, naught could be further from the truth. I only left to enlist the aid of the former mayor's senior advisor. And now that I have it, I believe I am ready to take office.
Oh, how wonderful!
Dearest, please!
Gotta love the Chais. Alright. Let's have a chat with Rendon. That was quite a reception. One Master Chai will struggle to forget. Alright, more seriously, the arrival of Talos has seized the public's attention. Once word has spread around Yulmore, it will be much simpler to gather one and all so that Master Chai can make his inaugural address. Alright, there we go. Despite the butterflies in his stomach, Chinese is prepared to address the masses. Alright. No need to fret, Ayame. I have never felt better. And not at all overawed by the prospect of addressing the assembled masses of Yulmore. As for where to do it, if we're to accommodate everyone who might feasibly wish to attend, I suppose the only place large enough would be the Emergent. Alright, then I will go and spread word among the citizens, both free and bonded, that they are to assemble there and meet their new mayor. You there, Kai Shear, was it? Would you go and inform the residents of Gate Town and the derelicts? Of course I will. Oh, yeah, Kai Shear's over there. Good lad. I will let the guards know not to bar the way to Valthry's chambers. He goes out saying that I expect the Warrior of Darkness to attend, assuming she's available. Might as well see it through to the bitter end, eh? The doorman at the Crown Lift will show you up. Alright, so we'll just teleport ourselves in there. No need to walk. Alright. There we go. Ah yes, Master Chai told us to expect you. The Emergent is already filling up with people of all persuasions, free and bonded, citizens and non-citizens. But for you, our guests of honor, we have reserved a place at the front. Right this way, miss. Very well. Let's see what he has to say.
Go on, dear.
Thank you all for gathering here today. But before going any further, could I ask the free citizens of Yulmore to look around? "'Tis a sight none of us would ever have seen under Lord Valthry's rule. Not only do we stand in the familiar presence of those we once called the Bonded, but today we welcome the peoples of the Derelicts and Gate Town too. Today we welcome the Warriors of Darkness, come to bear witness to Yulmore's new beginning. As you know, an election was recently held, at the end of which I had the honor of being chosen to succeed Lord Valthry. You place great faith in me, and I promise to do my utmost to live up to your expectations, and I will seek always to carry out the duties of this office with integrity and fairness. Always, I say, but not forever. Let it be known that I do not intend to hold this post indefinitely. I consider myself but an acting mayor, who will serve only for the interim, while Yulmore is reshaped according to a new set of values. No longer can we think of ourselves as divided, as the free and the bonded, citizens and non-citizens. The systems put in place by Lord Vorthry must be undone. But even as we tear down the old, we must give thought to the new, to what manner of nation Yulmore should become. Whatever the answer may be, it cannot be decided by one man alone. And so I propose that an open forum be held, that we might all discuss how best to strive towards a better future. However, there can be no talk of the morrow unless we first address the issues of today. Securing new sources of food, rebuilding relations with our neighbors, re-establishing industry. There is much and more that needs to be done. Too much for a mere man of business. And so I pledge instead to do everything in my power to ensure our city's security and stability while we all work together to see these problems solved. The road before us will not be easy, and I know full well how daunting the prospect of honest labor may seem to some of you. But we must accept the reality of our circumstances. We must move forward. This much we owe to ourselves and to the brave heroes who risked their lives to bring back the night. Once we have shored up our city's foundations and regained some semblance of normality, let us reconvene to speak of the future. Until then, I humbly ask that you lend me and each other your strength for Yulmore!
Alright, good speech. But that's the easy part. Alright, let's see what Alphino has to say here. Alright, that was a fine speech, Master Chai. I believe your words stirred every soul in attendance. Stirred them to action, I hope. If I've learned anything from all of this, it is that change begins with the individual. "'Tis but a matter of finding the strength to take the first step. Assuming my fellow Yulmorans can, it shall be my honor and privilege to help them walk this road we have chosen. But we must not forget the individuals who made all of these changes possible. Were it within my power, I would carve a tribute in your to your heroism into the very stone upon which this city stands. I hate to change the subject, darling, but now that you have officially taken office, have you given any thought to your mayoral seat? We will not be moving into the Emergent, dearest. It's too big, for one thing, and too far from the people for another. We will retain our current residence, and will govern here in the parlor. Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. I much prefer the view from the parlor. Begging your pardon, Master Chai, but have you got time for a word? Who's this? Ah, yes, of course. Hathin bet. Aye, that's me. I liked your speech, but there's folks outside these walls as don't even have enough food to last till tomorrow, and more who are counting their crumbs. If you have a plan to change that, I want to help set things in motion. Then we've much to discuss. No sooner do I take office than my work begins in earnest. Well, I suppose I brought it upon myself. Thank you again for your help, Ayame. I hope to see you again before long. What a day. I don't know what it means exactly, but I do know I've got plenty to think about. I sense we all have a great deal to consider. I had resolved to remain here until such time as Yulmore's future was secured, but it's clear to me now that the city is in capable hands. I have every confidence they will find their way, and I believe it is time we went ours. Alright, let's turn this in with Kai Shear. Alright, so Alphinaud's leaving too, is he? Seems like everyone's moving on. Everything's changing. I've been thinking about what I should do in all this. Like I told you, I spent most of my life dreaming about living here with my friends, in paradise. That paradise is gone, but something better has taken its place, and I reckon I want to be part of it. This Yulmore for the people Master Chai's been going on about ain't gonna build itself after all. Not that I'm much of a builder. Me and my friends will find a way to make a difference, though. Help keep things changing for the better. A far nobler dream than the one to which you clung before, and one I am happy to say we share. Whatever path you choose, I'll pray for your success. Well, when you put it like that, there's no going back now, is there? We've got a few ideas on how we can do our bit. Just a matter of taking the first step. Alright then. Done. Alright, let's see what Alphinaud has for us to do next. Alright, truly, to see Kai Shear thus inspired by our actions is inspiring in itself. Yet, however much I may wish to stay and see what comes of his efforts here in Yulmore, we have matters of our own to attend to. Come, we should return to the Crystal Tower, and mayhap Backlug's studies have borne fruit in our absence. Alright, so we know to return to Crystal Tower and to the Ocular, and I think I'll go ahead and actually call that an episode here. It's a good stopping point. So, on the way back to the Crystarium. Alright, so I think with that, we'll go ahead and stop, as I said. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.